Hello, I just want to go through individually. First of all, I should mention this is the listing for the Copeland uh, cups and plates on the Great Deals Guy website. This is the detailed description going through individually, item by item, what the condition is. Um, so okay, let me just start with the first cup. And I, at this stage, I'll just point out something you're going to see in all the, pretty much all the cups, which is the wear, the rubbing, whatever you want to call it, the loss of this gold paint on the rim. Um, you know, it, and this is actually a really prominent example. It's usually nothing as bad as this. The wear here, I mean, that's probably the worst you'll see on that on, on any of the cups. But and then on the inside, this is an issue we're going to see recurrently. Again, is this so you see here? There's like a couple of like pinhole-sized defects in the glaze, and when an associated staining of the underlying ceramic. So this is a, and then you see some, original blue paint that's stained there. Um, that's original, but this is something we're going to see again. Um, so this is perhaps the second most prominent. There is a really bad one that's badly affected with this, but this one's probably the second worst. Because here you see actually quite prominent staining, which is actually quite visible. Uh, and actually this is probably one of the more badly affected in terms of losses of the wear to the gilt. Um, you see, not too bad on the handles, but quite bad here, particularly along here. This one quite good inside. Nothing. There will be. You can't really see it, but there probably will be some slight. You can feel it again. You can feel slightly rough there, but nothing. No staining. Um, yeah, quite good. This one again lightly. There's actually some staining there, so that's unusual. Usually it's right down in the base, and you see quite a lot of wear to the gold paint up here. Um, oh yeah, and there's this one has this. I think it's just a crack on the glaze. I don't. It's not a full thickness crack. I mean, but yeah, you can see this line. You can see that line quite clearly. Um, and if I put my fingernail across it, you can feel a slight bump, slight, not there's no kind of different level to it, but it's just like, it's a crack on the glaze, I think, um, which is stained and become quite visible. Um, then this one, just some original paint marks. Uh, just the same usual issues with the the gold. It's quite not too bad on that one. Again, here we see the same issue I've been talking about with these sort of pinhole defects with staining. Um, not too bad. Oh yeah, so this is the last one. You've got a lot of staining here. It's really quite badly affected. It's not just the defects themselves. There's a generalized kind of discoloration underneath the glaze, giving it that particularly not great looking appearance. There's something I missed out to mention. Oh yeah, going back to the first cup, I don't think I mentioned that. Yeah, there's kind of a stain. It's quite a prominent stain on the rim of the first cup. I don't know why I didn't mention that. So that so I don't know what's caused it to be quite so prominent. You see that really quite dark stain? Yeah, I don't know what's caused that. Is that original? Maybe that's some original paint, or I'm not sure. So moving on to the plates now. Again, we're seeing that recurrent issue of the wear. But the cobalt blue is really quite vibrant. I think it's really quite bright, and I mean, it gives a lot of the attractiveness to the plates. Okay, yeah, this is unusual. I just might as well mention this here. This is the only plate that doesn't have you see this central painting of the flowers. And it has, I'm not sure if you can see if I focus in really close, quite a lot quite a lot of crazing, these little network of fine hairline cracks on the glaze. Again, you can see it on the underside. I don't know, so I don't know why they're the same size and the same, otherwise the same appearance plates, but I'm not sure why that one's got a different, doesn't have this central. Again, the wear of the paint on the rim. Yeah, this one you can see. I should also perhaps mention that even on these, with the problem we had, the issue we had with the of the pinhole defects, you actually even have that on the plates as well. On the cup, we had it on the cups, but you also have it on the plates as well. It's just not as obvious, but you can actually see it if you look very closely on that one, and then also on this one. It's not staining, but you can, if I do that, you can see actually there's a little bit of staining there, but you can see the same issue in fact has affected the plates, but it's just not quite as obvious or quite as bad. Now here is the one that's had a repair. This one obviously is cracked into two pieces in the past and has had a repair. But you can see it has quite not a great appearance now, because there's staining inside or staining along the crack, make it quite prominent. Also, there's kind of a diffuse brownish staining around, just not within, say, a few, 0.5 centimeters of the crack, not in the crack itself, but there's just a diffuse staining. If you can see that. So the crack's actually more obvious from the other side. So you can see the crack there. Okay, so that really that's about it. Please let us know if you have any questions, just message us on eBay. But thanks for your time. Sorry to drag people over here, but this is really for people that wanted the really detailed look at it, because each one is slightly different. Okay, thank you.